What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going over the Yeezy 500 Utility Black. Now in this video, I'm going over some of the lease info, how to buy, all the sites and raffles that the sneakers are going to be dropping on, and the resale value. So wasting any time, let's hop into it. So now in terms of the site list, it's pretty limited when it comes to this Yeezy 500. First, we have JD Sports at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Next, we have Yeezy Supply at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Sense at 10 a.m. Nordstrom at 10 a.m. as well, and Adidas all at 10 a.m. Mr. Porter's dropping around 12 a.m. Eastern Time. Now let's move on to the raffles here. Now these are all the raffles that you can enter for this sneaker. Now for manual users, raffles are always a good thing to enter because it's very slim that you'll get it. But it is a chance, and it's a very simple process. Most raffles are 30 to a minute, like 30 seconds to a minute long to enter. And chances are you don't get it, but possibility that you do. You enter raffles for almost every sneaker that has resale value, and you're bound to hit at some point. So raffles are always good to enter. I enter as many as I can to increase my chances of getting sneakers, especially something like a sneaker of this high profile, which would be very hard to caught manual. Raffles are definitely a good way to go about that. Now hopping into the manual sites, these are the best manual sites in my opinion. Adidas, of course. Usually they have like a raffle you enter a couple days beforehand. These might even be on the app. I haven't quite checked yet, but if not, they will drop at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and they have a splash page waiting room. So when it's your turn to access the site, they will let you in and be able to buy this sneaker no problem. Now, when it comes to JD Sports also has a waiting line, but their waiting line and their website is pretty buggy because a lot of bots do hit JD Sports. But once again, this is one of the few websites that has the waiting line, so it's best for manual users because it lets people in at selective times. So you don't have to compete with bots, all when it hits 10 o'clock or 7 o'clock when these sneakers are dropping. And if you don't get your chance in line, then you miss out. And it is kind of a long process. It could take 30 minutes to an hour before you get into the site. I'll just keep looking around and making sure that there's still stocks. You're not wasting your time on the site. And Yeezy Supply as well. They also have the waiting room effect, so you wait in line, and then you wait for your turn to enter the site. I almost always hit on Yeezy Supply. I'm very lucky on Yeezy Supply. Definitely prioritize Adidas and Yeezy Supply. Like I said before, enter as many raffles as you can. Because also it saves you time on release day. If you enter raffles beforehand, you still get a chance to get to it. Even if if you sleep through the release, or if you focus on Adidas, JD Sports, Yeezy Supply, and the other websites, raffles is kind of like something on the back burner that you may end up winning. So just keep that in mind when you're going for this sneaker. Now, some of the lease info: the sneaker is dropping on November 30th. And in terms of resale, the best sizes are like 4 through 7. I'll show you some StockX bids later, but those seem to be the highest price sizes. The sneaker did release back in, I think, August or July of 2018. So the sneaker is being re-released, so the prices that are on StockX are going to drop just a little bit, but no worry about that. The risk is very, very low for the sneaker. It's going to be profitable. So let's get into the resale. Now for the resale, the retail is $200 flat, which is pretty good for a Yeezy. It's lower than the 350 and it's lower than the 380. In terms of resale, it'll be about 280, 300 in those sizes that I said, sizes 4 through 7. And now manual users, I would go outside that range, so I would go with 7.5 and on higher to really increase your chances of getting a pair. To make profit, you have maximum profit going sizes 4 through 7, but that will also limit your chance of getting the sneaker because most resellers are going for that size range in order to maximize their profit. So personally, I like going outside of the ranges, going manual, because it increases my chances of getting a sneaker. I'd rather make $10, $20 less than I would getting in like a money size, and make a smaller amount of profit instead of going for the money sizes and missing out completely. That's just my opinion, but I'll go as you wish when it comes to buying the sizes. Now you see here the highest bid in the StockX, like the 4 through 7, 430, 420, 350 is around that range. Definitely high, but it's definitely going to drop, like I said before, because this is a re-release of the sneaker, so much more stock comes into the picture. The demand for the sneaker is going to go down. Like I said, 4 through 7 besides be prices like 280, 300, possibly like 320, and then sizes above that I would say like 260, 280. Even if you get a size above that, it's not the money size. Making 60, 80 bucks on a release on a sneaker is definitely good. The profit margins is definitely there, and especially if you get a couple pairs, if you get lucky on a raffle, maybe you hit on Yeezy Supply and Adidas, that's 3 pairs there, that's 80 bucks a piece. That's $240 profit in his 1 day of work. Definitely not a bad sneaker to go for. I would highly recommend going for this in terms of resale. And if you're going for a personal pair, it's definitely going to be tough to get it. But if you are, sizes higher than 7.5, it would be a lot easier for you to obtain the sneaker. Now, where to sell this sneaker? A lot of people already know, but I just like to cover everything to make sure people can maximize their profit when it comes to selling the sneaker. Now, eBay and local meetups, they take 0% seller's fee. eBay, if you sell a sneaker for over $200, they will authenticate it for you and not charge you, which is a good thing. I think that's only going on for a limited time, so in the future, the percentage might be a little different. On local meetups is a great way. You post it on Facebook, Craigslist. If you have an Instagram page, post it on there as well, and people will come and buy the sneaker, take it off your hands. It's a great way to build a connection, the same as eBay, because you talk to the buyer directly. It's a great way to build your brand and build connections within the sneaker market. Now, GRAIL, another good way to make connections, but they do take a 9% fee, which is very tough. But in a sneaker like this, 9% fee is not the end of the world. There's still going to be a lot of profit there. Once again, you still build and make those connections, and connection when it comes to having products to sell is a very, very good thing to have, because the more connections you have, the more people that are interested in your products will be coming to you when you have a sneaker available, and you can sell it instantly on work out deals, wheel and deal without any percentage fees taken off. Now, StockX and GOAT, I don't recommend selling on these platforms. I'd only check them for the price and kind of put on eBay, local meetups. Even GRAIL, I would go GRAIL before StockX and GOAT. StockX and GOAT, you also don't make connections. The buyer and the seller never communicate with each other. It's just they communicate through the app in terms of bidding and selling, and then your sneaker gets sent to their warehouse. They authenticate it, send it to the buyer, and you never talk to them. So that's why I don't really recommend StockX and GOAT. And plus, a 12% fee is pretty hefty. The fees of StockX is getting crazier and crazier. They are like the number 1 source for sneakers and like hypewear. But eBay is definitely coming into the picture for that now. Then GOAT, I'm not really too familiar with GOAT, but what I do like about GOAT is you can sell used pairs. So if you do get a personal pair, you wear it for a night out or two, and then you want to sell it, GOAT is definitely a good option for that as well. Now that pretty much wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like, subscribe, much appreciated. I'm trying to get to 350 subscribers by the end of the year. If you guys drop the sub button, that'd be much appreciated, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.